We are all disappointed and frustrated as Manchester United supporters. 3-1 to the same team that last beat us at Old Trafford. Same manager, his baptism in the Premier League came from Brighton, beat us at Old Trafford. And here we are again, the same team is beating us. Now, we should be bitter as United supporters. But I'll tell you why I think Marcus Rashford's selfishness is top of the reasons why United has lost the way we have, but also some key mistakes that were glaring. Everyone was booing Eric Ten Hag after that substitution, which we didn't understand. Anyhow, welcome to the hotspot. My name is Web. Today's video is different. I'm in a different place. Yeah, I'm at a friend's place. I've been catching this game, but yeah, let's just dig into it. So, guys, I think first of all, I'll start off with the positives. I think Rasmus Hojlund is such a brilliant striker. He's such a good player, good with his runs, knows where to be at the right time. I think he showed us today, and that's why all of us were saying, "My goodness!" When he was pulled off, everyone was saying because he was our only closest hope for a chance and hope for a goal. Everyone was shocked when Anthony Martial was coming in for him, and perhaps Hojlund had complained at halftime that he's injured or tired. I don't know, but he didn't look tired even, so I don't get it. But that said, I think he showed us what he's made of. He's so good with his hold-up play and everything. But my issue today was with who arguably our better player on the pitch, who turned out to be our most disappointing player on the pitch, Marcus Rashford. He had very good runs, brilliant runs that we know him for. But he has forgotten that unlike before, when the responsibility of scoring goals was for him because we had no strikers, now we bought a striker for £72 million. Rasmus Hojlund is there. So Rashford should make the good runs and try to find the striker. He doesn't need to carry the responsibility of scoring the goals. But he keeps forgetting it, and guess what? He has cost us a game because he looked selfish several times. And we saw it against Arsenal when Hojlund made that speed-breaking, pacey run charging forward, and then Marcus Rashford was on the ball. He still refused to give it to him. So, yeah, I mean, that's what I've seen, that Rashford was making all the good runs, and if only he could find Hojlund, if only he was a little generous, not trying to go for goal himself, United would have easily obliterated Brighton. So Marcus Rashford played well, but his finishes were disappointing. His final decisions were disappointing. So if we can work on that, I think Manchester United will be unplayable. Two, clearly, our midfield, Casemiro is age. Look at the goals we considered. Casemiro was off. He was not concentrating. He was chasing nothing for the first goal. I think the second goal we saw again, Martinez trying to take up the responsibility because, his midfield was still exposed. Same thing. I think if Amrabat was in that game, we would have been more solid. So clearly, what was glaring in that game is the need for a serious holding midfielder. Casemiro is almost done, guys. Let's be serious. Casemiro is done. Casemiro is not getting any better. Let's be real about this. He's a brilliant player, but his body can't let him no more. That's why I think Kobe Maino might be our future. I've said this. Kobe Maino is the guy. We should be praying for his return. But Amrabat, if Amrabat was there, I'm sure Casemiro wouldn't have been as exposed. So that's another glaring problem we have. Now the defense, first of all, guys, remind me when Lisandro Martinez last played a full 90 minutes for Manchester United. Honestly, I don't remember since he joined. He's brilliant. He's world class. He's good. You love to see him on the ball. And of course, unfortunately, he was beaten terribly, but gave it to the striker. He was beaten terribly for that second goal. But for me, the issue is he's good. We know it. We don't need to go back and forth about it. But this guy is proving to be a fraud. He's like Rafael Varane. He's never going to be there for a full 90 minutes of a game or for 3 consecutive games. He had to be pulled off again. So what does that mean? I thought our defense was terrible. Brighton in the second half, after Eric Ten Hag tries to make those changes to try and push for goals, Brighton could have scored 3 more goals had it been for Andre Onana. because our defense was exposed. But there's also a positive that young man, boy Hannibal, scoring that goal that almost brought some bit of hope. Certain fans had already got out of the stands, gone out of the stadium. But Hannibal's goal tried to bring something back, fire up Old Trafford again, but it had all been done. That had been cast. Brighton were becoming increasingly confident in the game. First 20-15 minutes of the game, United were looking good. But things fell apart later and they came crumbling. But for me, key to see is Marcus Rashford should not be is failing. Marcus Rashford is failing Rasmus Hojlund. In fact, I think the reason Erik ten Hag pulled off Rasmus Hojlund is because he saw that his best player, Marcus Rashford, he couldn't pull off Rashford because he was the one creating the chances. So, but unfortunately, Rashford was not giving the ball to Hojlund, whereas Hojlund was in the right position. So maybe he thought because Martial has been there, if Martial is the one leading the line, then Rashford could give the ball to Martial. Maybe that's the only explanation I can try to forge for Erik ten Hag, but I would want to understand it from himself. He'll probably talk about it in the post-match, and of course I'll drop another video about it and react on what he said. He says, because obviously he will be asked that question. But yeah, United loses by 3-1. It was going to be a 30-second game at Old Trafford without a loss. But like I said, the same Brighton that last beat us there did it again. So in their eyes, Old Trafford is no longer a fortress. But I hear people calling for the head of Erik ten Hag. But let me first listen to what he says after this game and take it in properly. Then I will be able to react on that, because I think there is quite a number of positives to look out for in this team. Let us judge this team when Amrabat is in. Give them a few more games. 4 games is not way too far. Whereas Man City are winning, like I told you guys, let's not think about titles. Let's think about improvement. We still have got a long way to go to improve. So let's focus on trying to improve. So let's not be too excited. I think the improvement from this game is the partnership between Rashford and Hojlund. Rashford is looking more scary now, but he should not try to carry the burden of scoring the goals for himself, because now Hojlund is there. 2, Amrabat needs to be in there. Casemiro needs to be supported hugely. 3, we need to solve this defensive problem badly. Varane and Lisandro Martinez are taking us for a ride. They are never fit 100% for games. They are never there consistently. But even besides that, the rest of the defenders we have, Reguilon is a baller. He was, I think, the most hungry player for Manchester United on the pitch. I think actually he gave us a good game. He was one of the most impressive players for me. And of course, the young kid Hannibal, when he came in and had his ride and enjoyed himself. But anyhow, Hotspot, subscribe. My name is Webb. I'll be dropping you another video. Let me listen to the comments from the boss and try to understand, make sense of them. Hotspot, subscribe. Another loss. We go now to Germany. Germany next. Bayern Munich up. Mason Mount and Raphael Varane are likely to be available for that game. Will they be selected? Let's wait and see. Catch you later, guys.